Tsai, and I'm with the Rose Foundation for Communities and the Environment located in Oakland, California. And this is Allison. She is my youngest daughter. She's 4 weeks old. She might have some comments of her own to make, so I ask you to bear with us. I'm here to ask you to protect the health of our most vulnerable communities by adopting an ozone standard of 60 parts per billion. This is an issue of fundamental fairness, and the EPA has to be the guardian of fairness because we all know that smog does not fight fair. Study after study has shown that especially for vulnerable individuals, ground-level ozone can trigger asthma attacks and even heart attacks. Asthma and heart disease make people vulnerable to ozone's impacts and are much more common in poor communities and communities of color. California Breathing reports, excuse me, if you want. He's even good with babies, so there you go. Thank you. California Breathing reports that Alameda County's children have higher rates of asthma than California as a whole. And Alameda County's children are 1.5 times more likely to require emergency room care for asthma compared to the state averages, and more than twice as likely to be hospitalized for asthma. In neighboring Contra Costa County, the rates of asthma and asthma hospitalization also exceed state averages. Those figures in themselves suggest plenty of reason to be concerned about the levels of ozone in Alameda and Contra Costa counties, but asthma rates are not uniform across those two counties. In 2004, California Community Action Fight Asthma analyzed California's hospital records and found disproportionately higher asthma hospitalization rates for children in lower income neighborhoods and communities of color. Here are some more stark and disturbing statistics. In Richmond, childhood asthma hospitalization rates were more than twice the state average. In East Oakland, more than 5 times the state average. And in West Oakland, childhood asthma hospitalization rates were nearly 6 times the state average. Children in low-income neighborhoods where asthma is so frighteningly common are therefore the children who are most vulnerable to the impacts of ozone. A similar pattern can be seen for other health impacts of ozone. Stricter ozone standards can reduce ozone-triggered heart attacks. But like asthma, vulnerability to heart attacks is not the same in all neighborhoods. Your zip code can determine whether or not you live or die. According to the study produced by the California Endowment Health Journalism Fellowship, the zip code with the highest levels of heart disease in Alameda County is 94608. In this zip code, residents are predominantly African American, and according to the 2000 census, the median family income for this zip code is half the median income for the county. 94608 also has 3 times the rate of heart disease as another Alameda County zip code, 94708, which according to the 2000 census is 75% white, with a family income more than 3 times the median of 94608. Contra Costa Health disease statistics follow the same pattern. Significantly higher levels of heart disease in low-income neighborhoods compared to the zip codes of more affluent communities. Again, the strictest standards are needed to fairly protect residents of low-income communities and communities of color. Overall, life expectancies follow the same pattern. Residents in lower urban neighborhoods can expect to live about 10 years less on average than residents of more affluent communities, a factor that suggests that premature death associated with ozone exposure may disproportionately impact low-income communities and Americans of color. I again urge you to set the national air quality standard for ozone at the more health protective standard of 60 parts per billion to protect public health and the environment, address issues of environmental justice, and fairly protect all Americans, including Americans' most vulnerable communities. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming today.